In 1993, the Pickman family thought they'd found their perfect home in Atchison, Kansas, a quiet Victorian house with charm and character. But what they didn't know was that they weren't the only ones living there. A little girl named Sallie had been waiting in that house for nearly a century, and she was about to turn their dream home into their worst nightmare. You see, this house held a terrible secret. Back in 1905, the first floor served as Dr. Charles Finney's medical office. One day, a 6-year-old girl named Sallie was rushed in with severe appendicitis, but something went horribly wrong during the emergency surgery. The doctor began operating before the anesthesia had fully taken effect. Little Sallie died on that operating table, screaming in agony. For decades, her spirit remained trapped in that house, waiting, growing angrier with each passing year. At first, Tony and Deborah Pickman thought Sallie was friendly. They'd hear tiny footsteps in the hallway. Toys would move on their own. They even started leaving out dolls and candy for their invisible house guest. But then, everything changed. Tony began waking up with deep scratch marks carved into his skin, 3 long gashes that appeared overnight, burning and bleeding. But Sallie wasn't done with him. Fires began breaking out throughout the house with no explanation. Candles would ignite on their own, curtains would burst into flames. The family would rush to put out one fire, only to discover another had started in a different room. The attacks grew more violent. Tony was pushed downstairs by invisible hands. Objects flew across rooms with supernatural force. Their video equipment would mysteriously malfunction. Batteries would drain instantly. Even their guide dog refused to enter the nursery. But here's the terrifying truth investigators discovered. Sallie had a particular hatred for men. Every male who entered that house became a target of her rage. The sweet little girl they thought they knew was something far more sinister. The Pickman family eventually fled, but Sallie remained. The house has since been investigated by Ghost Adventures, Paranormal Witness, and countless other paranormal teams, all reporting the same violent encounters. Today, the Sallie House stands as one of America's most haunted locations, a reminder that some spirits never find peace, and some houses should never be called home.